Hey everybody, my name is Slick. Welcome to a new series. Today we're going to be playing a modified version of Tango Tech's TekTopia mod. It's currently only available to anybody that's signed up on Patreon to support Tango, and I got it pretty much as soon as he released it to his patrons. I think it might have been like a week later or so. And I played through and had a blast. I got me a nice big village going on a single player world. That's what we're playing on now. And the only issues I ran into is that once my village got to be a pretty decent size, it was just kind of obsolete. Like, the only thing that was left to do was build cool stuff, which I'm not the greatest at. But so I wanted to start a new series, and I wanted to bring you guys along and just get everybody geared up. I know that Tango said in his most recent video that he's going to be hopefully releasing that to the general public in about 2 months. So one of the things I did to combat kind of my uselessness once the village got to a certain size is I added a few extra mods. I'm sure you noticed the little mini map I've got in the top right corner. We've got the journeyman map mod loaded, and just a handful of others. I didn't want anything too cheaty, but I did, I like modded Minecraft, and I wanted to have some cool mods. So one of the other mods I got on here is Tinkers. I feel like that's pretty much a given for modded Minecraft. And there's a few others I've got loaded. I'll go through them all at some point during the course of this episode. But today, where we started over there is going to be where we're building our village. But I pulled up my seed on a chunk base and found a village location. There it is. So we're going to go raid that for supplies to get our own village started. For those of you that don't know what TekTopia is, Tango Tech put out this mod that's basically given villagers a real purpose in Minecraft aside from just making emerald farms, and all of the buildings that generate in villages are well, this doesn't seem to. Here we go. All of the buildings are useful in some way. So we're going to get through here and raid this village. I'm going to take everything that I can, and I will meet you back at spawn. Village of village. It's also going to mark the center point of the village, so that determines your village radius and where your villagers are going to try and go. So I want to be as close to the center of this island as possible for our town hall. So I'm thinking farther north. I probably want to be right where this little pond is, but we'll just go just on the north side of this pond. And I think this is where we're going to set up shop. But it's getting to be nighttime, so the first thing that I need to do here is get some wood going. One of the other mods that I've got installed on here is Excavation. I just felt that it was kind of needed with how grindy it is. It's one thing when you're playing a regular vanilla world to go out and get a whole boatload of cobblestone and whatnot, but when you've got a village that's counting on you for all their needs, it's it gets to be kind of tedious to go out to get resources just to build with. So let's get us a couple of chests made up and just plunk down our goods, and we'll go through everything that I got from that raided village. So you can see I got a bunch of beds. I got several of these home tokens, which, as far as that goes, in Tango's mod, you're not supposed to be able to use tokens unless you bought them from the village that you placed with your town hall marker. But I've had no trouble using those in my other single player world. So we also got 14 emeralds, which is roughly middle of the road. I think well, that's probably on the low end. I think it was supposed to be 15 to 20 in the start, but I'm not 100% sure. So so this is where we're going to be putting our town hall, I think right here. And to get started, I think I'm just going to build something pretty small, and then we'll upgrade it later after we can terraform a little and flatten some of this land out and get some more going. So I think we're going to just stick with a little bit of vanilla playing at the moment. I'm going to get some resources together, and I'll see you back shortly. So I got some resources gathered, spent some time mining, took a break to have some pizza with the kids, threw them in a pool, and now I'm back on here. So I dug this mine shaft all the way down to diamond level. Haven't got it quite finished out yet. It's still just one wide, but I've got this laid out where our main villager mine shaft is going to be for all of our miners. I did go ahead and fill in this little pond here and started making a little structure. I'll get this finished up here shortly. But I just feel like this is a better spot, being more central on our little island here. And then up in this area, I've decided this is where I'm going to put the community storage building, which is definitely the heaviest foot traffic building that you have in your village. So I just want to give some thought ahead of time. Last time when I played this, I just kind of slapped things down where they sounded good. But we've got a pretty big range here. Wherever we put this town hall marker on this building, we get a 128 block radius in every direction. I'm pretty sure it's 128 blocks. And that's going to be the footprint of our village. That's where our villagers will detect. And then just outside of that range, in the corners, is where our merchants, nomads, and necromancers are going to spawn. So I definitely want to have ready access to those, and I want to have a good flow in the village. So I'm going to have some roads. I think I might put a main road right through here, a main east-west road, and then I'll do some north-south roads on the other sides. And I just really want this to look like it really would if it were a village in real life. I want to give a lot of thought to the ease of access to all of the buildings for all of our villagers. The other main thing that we need to figure out, so this will be our storage here. The other main building that we need to figure out is where we're going to put our apartment complex, because I tried building a lot of houses, house style, in my other world, but I found that a massive apartment building worked really well. I'm thinking it'll probably fit right in this area, and it'll be nice and centrally located, not too close to the edges where necromancers might spawn and take out our villagers while they're sleeping. So yeah, I think that's where our main apartment building's going to be. We'll build a nice tall structure there. So I'm going to spend some time getting on this town hall, and I'll bring you back as soon as I get it finished. Alright everybody, so I got a little carried away. Did some mining, gathered a ton of resources, found a few diamonds, and made myself a chisel, this eye chisel here, and actually already finished off the town hall. So here it is. I had a couple pumpkins, got some lighting going on. This is it. So I've got a few chests in here. This is where I'm going to be keeping whenever we get hearts or more markers for buildings or villagers. Also where I'm going to keep all the emeralds, so that way I've got everything in one place. Looks like I'm missing a chair. But once I slap that town hall marker up there, then we should get our tradesman and our architect pretty quickly. Let's just grab a chair real fast. Alright, so I've already put a few things in here, and without further ado, let's make this thing go. Bam. It is registering as a valid village, or valid building, and we should see our tradesman and architect should pop up. There they are. Alright, so we've got our tradesman, and here's our architect. Let's just move you over a little bit. Let's just bump you off right here. There we go. Pretend like you want to sit down. You too. Alright. So another thing that I kind of got carried away with, I ran out of food. So I went ahead and slapped down some farmland and just got some carrots, wheat, beetroot, and potatoes going. And yeah, I was starving. But I've got plenty of food now, and now we've got a merchant here. He wants to trade me some bread. Well, I don't have any bread for you, buddy. And look, a couple of nomads. Let's see who we got. Dahlia Nando. Oh, she's a druid chef. I'm a little ways away from having a druid. Another druid and a guard. That's interesting. Before I can bring these two on board, I need to get a place for them to stay. So, and I also need a storage room. So I think what I'm going to do is slap together a storage room real fast and a house, and hopefully get it done before these guys leave for the day, and I'll be back with you momentarily. Alright, so it's a new day. This is the progress I've made so far in this apartment complex. My thought process is to have 4 units per floor, and I can scale this up as tall as I need to. But I took a break because we got some new people in today. We've got Krint, who's doesn't have a lot of intelligence, but he's a level 11 lumberjack, or chef. Or we've got Mecklin, 9 intelligence, 10 rancher, 10 farmer. I definitely want that guy. Not Tulsa. Has nothing to speak of. So we're going to go ahead and spend some emeralds. So let's look through here. We're going to get a farmer, and we're going to go ahead and get a lumberjack. And then we'll just count on having those buildings done by the time they need them. So I don't want to mess this up. Krint is going to be our lumberjack, and Mecklin is going to be our farmer. Alright, welcome to the town, guys. Alright, so I'm just going to throw in some more flooring here. I should be able to get at least one house up pretty quick for these guys, and then I'm going to stop and focus on the storage room so they can get to work. What they're looking for right now, or what they will be looking for very soon. Look, he already went to work. That's another mod I've got, is the fast leaf decay, simply because leaves just take ages to despawn. Man, I love watching these guys work. A little faster, buddy. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. There you go. What's really cool is that they'll plant these saplings, but I don't think I want a tree there. So I'm just going to get rid of those, and I've got some trees planted over here, so I'm hoping he's going to focus on that. And it looks like he's getting to work over there. And then our farmer over here, I'm going to get these guys confused. Mecklin, already hard after those potatoes. Alright, so let me get this building finished out, and I'll be right back. Alright, check it out. So here's our first apartment. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but I just wanted to slap something together. These are all going to be 6-bed apartments. It's a little crammed, but as long as the ceiling's high enough and I get a tavern before too long, then my villagers will stay plenty happy. Like I said, not the prettiest thing, and I've only gotten this one completed, and I don't have the next floor set up yet, so the rest is still kind of a shell. But I need to quit doing that and get on to the storage room, because our buddy the lumberjack over here is complaining about an axe wherever he is. Yep, he wants an axe really bad, and he can't get any food until we get the storage room built up. So I'm just going to take a look around and see what kind of building materials we've got. Not a whole lot, but I think I've got enough to make something work, so I'm going to get a very rough storage unit set up for these guys, and then we should be cooking, and then we'll spend a little more time together. Alright, now we're cooking with grease. So we've got our town hall, we've got one little apartment set up over here, and now here is our very, very plain, basic community storage hall. So inside I've just got a bunch of chests, and inside of a big box with a roof on top. So yeah, what are you unhappy about? So one of the things that is important to me to get set up as quickly as possible is getting a chef and getting a kitchen set up. Organization is going to be key to getting this village flowing the way I want it to flow. There's not a whole lot we can do until we get some more production out of these guys, because we need some more emeralds. Tulsa fam. Oh, and she's a chef too. I wonder how much it would cost. Let's see how much the kitchen costs. Oh, that was the butcher. Kitchen 18. Oh, and 7. So yeah, we're pretty far way away from being able to do that. So until we get some more production out of these guys, It'll be a while. So let's take a tour of what we've done so far, and then we've got a couple other little things that we've got to do. Number one, I've got to finish this off. So this is going to be where our apartments are. I'm going to have 4 units on each floor, holding 6 villagers apiece. I think I'm going to go at least 4 stories tall. Haven't figured out where I'm going to put the stairs yet, probably around the sides, and have little balconies come out the front and back on either side, so we've got plenty of access for our villagers to get up and down. We've got our community storage here. I've got a very basic tree farm going here. I'm going to get all these moved away from storage eventually, but I want him to have as much production as possible. We've got our farmer set up over here. Poor guy is way overworked. Man, this is too much for him to keep up with it by himself. Let's see. We've still got plenty of daylight left, so I think I'm going to grab some emeralds and keep her and get another farmer going, because now that we've got a little bit of infrastructure set up, there's not really a reason not to. I can get up to 4 more villagers without really batting an eye. So let's go ahead and get another farmer, and then I also want to get a rancher. So one of the key things that Tango talks about in one of his videos about this series is that all of the costs of all of those tokens will eventually go up. So the more you buy, the more expensive it gets to buy more. So I kind of want to be very careful with my early purchases, and I think it might be prudent to get, you know, some of the more expensive stuff sooner. That way we've got it before the price goes up, because they do take quite a significant jump in price. I know that he specifically made it so that way you can use emerald blocks as payment too, and I'm a ways off from doing that. So another thing that I've got to figure out is where I'm going to keep all my junk, because yeah, I can't just have it laying out here in the open. I might expand this out a little bit and make this, maybe put a second floor on it and maybe live here. Have this be the mayor's house right above town hall. That might not be a bad idea. So another thing that I want to get going pretty quick is our miner. Let's take a look down here and I'll show you how much I've dug out. So I do have this all the way down to diamond level. The walls are still ugly. I haven't decorated anything really. I threw in one little bowl to make me feel like I decorated, so that was pretty cool. So I've just got a short little tunnel right here, and I've got all these set up ready for some item frames and some mineshaft tokens. So I'll get started with those. I'll save these item frames because until I get my cow population up, this is all the item frames we're going to have. We don't have any leather. And the fun part about that is that we don't have any cows on this island. I've got the one that I nabbed, and so I think one of the things I'd like to get going right now, let me clear out some of this inventory. I will need that. Clear out some of that. And you too. Throw some stuff over here, and then I think we're going to take a little trip and talk about my plans for the series and my goal. I'll leave you behind too. I'm going to grab a boat and we're going to go on a nice little boat ride together. If I can find my boat. There it is. Alright, so we're going to go get another cow. So a little bit about me. I've been playing Minecraft for about 5 years now. My kids actually got me into it and then grew out of it. And I didn't grow out of it, which, you know, my wife thinks is hilarious, but I have a blast. I like the creativity of the game. I like being able to do a multitude of different things, play different versions. I love to see tons of mod packs. I love to follow a lot of people on YouTube. I like to see other people's build styles. So my goal for this series is number one, to help build my own confidence in my ability to play the game, and also to see what it's like to get feedback from the community. I like to make friends. I'm a very social person. I also have a huge fear of public speaking, and although this is not exactly public speaking, it feels like it. So definitely a nerve-wracking experience sometimes. So I want to, work on that and better myself, and also have fun playing the game. I think seeing some of these communities that some of these YouTubers put together, and just the friendships that they build, lifelong friendships with people that you meet just playing a game, I think that's pretty awesome. So this is our island that I came to visit previously to get these cows. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes of this. I don't know, I don't really have any plans for as far as the future of the channel necessarily, but I do love to meet new people, and I really want to hear everyone's feedback. I love to better myself, so anything that you can say down in the comment section to help me out and help me, become a better Minecrafter, a better YouTuber, a better builder, especially if you can think of, things that I know I spend a lot of time jumping around and running around in circles, but things that I can do to maybe be a little more efficient, maybe be more effective. All advice is welcome. All right. So we got a cow back home, and now we gotta get this partner there so we can make some little cow babies and then kill them. Yeah, look at you. All right, so I think we've made a good bit of progress for the beginning of an episode, but there's still a couple things I want to tie up, and then I'd love to hear some suggestions about what you think we should tackle in the next episode. I've got kind of a game plan, but I really want to direct this village with the help from anybody that's watching this video. So anybody that wants to help out, please let me know what you think. I've got a plan for how I think I should do things, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's the way it's gonna happen. I also want to hear everybody's feedback about the mods that I've added. Like I said, I don't feel they're too cheaty. I feel like they add just enough without getting crazy. You know what I didn't bring was some wheat. I get sidetracked easily. Let's get you out of here, and then alright, I got some wheat. Now let's get this guy over to the pen. We're gonna put that in offhand. Hey, pay attention. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Come on. So one of my favorite villagers in this pack is the rancher. I think that's such a cool job. Personally, I can never do it, but it's definitely helpful for the village. So another thing I'd like to hear your feedback on is how many of you have seen Tango's video. I assume that you found this video because you're already familiar with what Tango's been putting out, and you want to see how people are taking that. So yeah, definitely throw some comments down there and let me know what you know about Tango's video, what you know about modded Minecraft in general. Come on, we're almost there. Alright, get in here. Get in there. Come on. Alright. Make you some babies. Alright, so quick recap. Oh wow. Look at all these nomads. Berthold Drumwind. Dude, I would love to see the name generator that Tango used to get all these names. Weston Bilger. I like it. Oh, and you're a guard. Do we have enough emeralds for a guard? No, we don't. We don't have enough emeralds for anything. Let's see where that merchant's at. Now, see, he's not supposed to have diamond axes for sale unless I have people that can make those. Carrots, logs, alright. Let's take a look. I don't think that we've generated enough to trade anything yet. what are you doing? Get out of here. Yeah, I doubt we have anything that we can trade, so... Man, I really want to keep some of these nomads. Hopefully we get... Oh, level 14 rancher. Well, we definitely need to get some emeralds going quickly. These farmers are picking up the pace. Well, I guess we can't keep any of these nomads, so... Let's recap a little bit for the day. So, we got a lot of progress done. We got our storage hall built. We've got our town hall built. You know, it's not as big as I would like, but one day it'll be bigger. We've got, you know, one apartment out of the building set up, and you know, the foundation laid, so we'll get that lined out. I'll probably finish this floor off in between episodes. I'm thinking that the next, you know, I want to play off what our nomad strengths are, but I'm thinking the next couple of guys I want to get, I definitely need to get a guard sometime in the near future, and I want to get a rancher going as quickly as possible. Another thing I'll do in between episodes is I will track down some pigs and get some pigs over here, so that way at least we've got them, and I can keep breeding them up until we get a rancher and get that set up. And I'll start breeding up these chickens so we get a decent population. So as the sun sets, I think this is probably where we're going to call it a day. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode, and hopefully I've got a little more foundation laid out for these guys. So if you really like this video, please leave me a comment down below, send me a like, share it with your friends. Let's see what we can do. I'd like to get your feedback, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Have a great night.